everyone. Today we got to play Splendor. This is an old classic. I love this game. All right, so before we get into it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell because you like classic games too.
And old classics like me. You tolerate old classics like me.
That's more like it. All right, Robert, tell us more about Splendor.
So Splendor came out in 2014 by Space Cowboys. Board Game Geek rating of 7.4. Designed by Marc Andre and art by, forgive me for mispronouncing these names, but Pascal Quidal, Abbas Amirabadi, and Mahmoud Aristesh Nisab. MSRP's still $44.99. I thought it'd come down in price by now, but it's still up there. But I've seen it as cheap as $20 on Geek Market.
Okay, so it's available.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's talk about quality pieces. You know, for the standard game, having poker chips like this is actually kind of nice.
Yep. Cards are pretty good. You need to sleeve them, but...
Yeah, you need to sleeve them. There is no linen texture.
It's not terrible thinness. They're not too...
It's not great.
They're not too
bad. It's not great. It's not bad. You just need to sleeve them. Let's just...
The card stock is a good quality stock, though.
Yeah, and it does have an insert in the box, but when you sleeve them, they will not fit in the box.
And the chips will fly all over the place if you store it vertically or on the side.
Yes, so this is not
so
the best design.
It looks nice. It looks like it would work.
It looks like
just
it does everything perfectly.
Yeah.
It does too perfectly.
If you store it on the bottom.
If you store it with that sleeve, with sleeves on, it will not fit.
Yeah, so there's some minor stuff, but however...
It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. However, with the poker chip quality, I will probably give this a 6.5. What are your guys' thoughts?
I think I would give it just a little bit higher. I think the card stock's good. I think the poker chips are great. I'll do a 7.
Okay, what about you?
Probably at the 6.5. I do like the poker chips a lot. That's about it.
Okay. All right, so let's dig into themes. So
there's a theme to this?
You make gems or get gems.
You collect gems. You spend the gems for cards. I will say that the cards are kind of like Renaissance-y.
Well, it says in Splendor, you take on the role of a rich merchant during the Renaissance.
Aha!
And that's it. You will use your resources to acquire mines, transportation methods, and artisans who will allow you to turn raw gems into beautiful jewels.
Okay.
This game is the quintessential pasted on.
It's
game.
completely pasted on.
Yeah. I will say that the art is still pretty though.
Yeah, the art's fantastic. I think the art's really good, but it doesn't really go towards theme.
Yeah. So for theme, I'll give this a 5 with the asterisks of really nice art.
Yeah. You have circles that you pay the cost of in poker chips, and you get a card.
But I will say I am glad that it's gems because it's pretty.
Yeah, it is pretty.
It is pretty.
So,
but that's the only part of the theme that's not going for is the pretty.
Yeah.
So
I mean, sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah, I'll give it a 5 as well.
Okay, you?
Yeah, 5.
All right, so let's talk about rules.
Well,
I haven't read the rules.
The rules are super complex. No, it's actually 4 pages long. The first being a cover, the back being thank yous and a little bit of end of game description. Well, I guess it's not thank yous. It's just a background on the artist and the author. So you know, it's such a simple game. It doesn't require that much in rules.
It really doesn't.
This does fine as far as that. The font is kind of interesting as far as, you know, it's like a script, almost like what you would see in Word, one of the fonts there. But it's not the easiest thing to read if you have trouble reading script. The text is a little small, but not real bad.
What's your score?
I'll give it a 7. I mean, it's fine. It does its job. Okay. There's nothing wrong with it.
All right, let's talk about gameplay. So the gameplay is pretty straightforward. You have the option to do a couple of actions. You can either choose 3 of one color of the gems.
Or 3 different colors.
One of 3 different colors, or 2 of the same color as long as there is more than 4 of that particular gem. Yellow is considered a wild. That is not part of that collection that you can pick. However, you can get a wild by deciding to save a card. So you pick a card, you're like, hey, I'm almost done with that, but so-and-so also was trying to claim it. So you take the card, put it face down, and you have a wild
to say
check.
Exactly what you just said?
Yes.
And verbatim.
literally.
But what if somebody isn't playing the
They don't get
so-and-so?
So, sorry.
So,
okay.
Tough luck.
Sorry,
All right.
tough luck.
So, that way, now this wild can be used for any card, not just the card that you ended up saving. Just kind of being aware
of that. And it can be used for any color gem.
It's the wild card.
Just making sure it was clear.
We got that. All right, so, or the other action is to actually buy the card. So, for an example, I over here have, so you can spend the gems if you have the gems. So, like this card cost me 2 blue and 2 brown. So, if I had these, I could pay the gems for it. But in this particular instance, I actually have 3 brown cards. So, I could choose not to spend my brown and just spend, because those are basically production. So kind of imagine that you always have that discount.
Like a permanent gem.
Yeah, it's a permanent gem that you have. So, oh, look, I would only need to pay 2 blue tokens to grab this card here. And from then forward, I will have a 1 white gem discount on all the cards I purchase. So, obviously, the more gems that you have, the harder.
The easier it is to get.
The easier it is to get some of the more expensive cards and so forth. So once you hit a certain amount, so say, for example, the noble tiles, so this is also the noble tiles, there were 3 victory points, and to get that, I need to have 4 permanent blue gems and 4 permanent green gems for this particular one. They all change up depending on that one.
But that's why this shape is different on the noble versus
the
card.
When we say permanent, that's the cards, not the chips.
Exactly, that's what we're talking about. That's why it's a square versus a circle, so kind of keeping that in mind. And then you claim those. So that's pretty much straight.
So you can only claim 1 per turn.
Yes.
And whoever gets up to 15 will end the game, but whoever has the most at the end of the game wins.
Yes, so you may trigger the end of the game by getting 15, but still lose because
someone
you finished the round. And someone could get more than 15. If someone else gets 15 and you tie, then you continue playing until somebody's broken the tie.
I didn't know that.
Yep, you keep playing until the round ends where someone is distinctly in the winning.
Okay. All right. So that's the game. So this is one of the first games that I've learned, and I really appreciated it. It's fun. It's especially for new gamers, new board gamers. This is one of those classics that you almost have to own to play. And when you refer to different mechanics, a lot of the times we'll refer to Splendor if there's some sharing mechanics, because this is one of those common games that everyone's familiar with. So if you're just getting into the hobby, this is a definite must-have.
It's a fun game. It's an easy game, easy to learn as well as easy to teach. I think it's a must-have to any game collection.
It's got a really good app that you can play.
I think the app is actually better than the base game because I like some of the challenges that you have to go through.
Yeah, the solo challenges, absolutely.
They're actually a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So the solo challenges are fun, but overall, all of this is a lot of good fun. Giving it a score, knowing the longevity of this, yes, it is a light game. It is but it's fun and it's fantastic. And because it's an old classic, I'm going to probably have to give this a 10 because just the playability alone. Is this my hardcore, strategic game that I love to play? No. But for what this is, it's absolutely fantastic. I love it. I love a lot of the mechanics in this game for that reason. What do you guys think?
I would have previously given that to you, but I've learned since playing it that there's some broken strategies in this game that will basically almost guarantee you win if you know them and other people don't. So, given that, I can't give it a 10 anymore. I would have agreed with you because of its accessibility and ease of getting people into the game, but because I'm going to give it a 9.
Which one?
I'm not going to tell the strategies. I don't want to spoil it for other people, but there are strategies that will break this game.
Well, I mean, I've played in a tournament for this, and I've seen a bunch of different ones, so I'm not really sure what you're talking about.
The designer of the game actually admits that. And
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are strategies that give you a distinct advantage in this game.
Huh. Now I know what they are. I wonder why you kicked my butt. All right.
I didn't play them. I did.
All right. I think it's a 9 as well. I think it's a classic. I love the game. Good art, good components. 9.
Okay, cool. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We had an absolute blast. We do believe that this is a must-have in any gamer's collection. We hopefully will catch you guys later, either on the channel or at Gen Con. That's coming up. Yay! We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.